Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Brandon here, and today I'm bringing you the second edition of my HBO Max Pass series, where I give a rundown and review in 90 seconds or around there of feature films not only released theatrically, but also exclusively through HBO Max. If you didn't catch my last video where I reviewed the Justice League Snyder Cut and how that fared against the original 2017 version of Justice League, no worries. A link for that video will be down in the description below if you want to check that out. This video will also be sort of a remake-like situation as well, except not as quite on the nose and direct with its previous versions, as I'll be talking about Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's throw 90 seconds on the screen and talk about it. Now, I've seen every film in this monsterverse, that being Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, and Godzilla King of the Monsters, and they all have the same problem for me, and that's being forced human side plots that take away from the screen time of what we really want, and that's the monster fights. In the original Godzilla, we really didn't get to see much of him at all until the third act, which is really frustrating because that's what the people are there for. Even back to the versions that my dad watched as a kid and showed me when I was younger, these human plots are often thrown in, I guess, as a way to make us feel relatable to the situation, but it just never really did that. And there's definitely a bit of that in Godzilla vs. Kong. What made it tolerable for me is that it did have more of a direct impact to what we care about, and that is being those monster fights. And I'm not going to get into anything directly, but there are some pretty satisfying moments that needed us to care about the humans impacting what was happening, and in saying that, they did a better job at keeping it at a minimum. In fact, about 70% of the movie has Kong or Godzilla or both on the screen, which made things drastically better. And the fight scenes are just what you want them to be. Massively scaled, total destruction, and brutal, and hands down were the best parts. And needless to say, they looked very, very good with the updated CGI that we have available today. However, with Godzilla and Kong, it's always going to have that tacky acting, the super unrealistic science lab techie stuff that you'd probably would have guessed is a little over the top, and also the pacing is a bit erratic. The first half jumps everywhere in so little time, and there's a bit of a lapse in pacing for about 25 minutes or so, and then it just picks up again for a really enjoyable third act. That being said, just expect what to expect. It's a mindless popcorn flick that has giant CGI monsters fighting in downtown Tokyo. I'm going to give Godzilla vs. Kong a B+. Thanks for checking out my latest edition of HBO Max Pass. Again, if you missed the first video of the series, be sure to check the link in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That way you get automatic updates as to when I upload and help it reach more people. Also, don't be afraid to comment below with what your thoughts or opinions are regarding any of the movies I do review, and I'll try to respond the best way I can. Be sure to give me a follow over on Twitter at itsrickus for regular everyday updates, but more importantly, that's the first place I go to post links to newly uploaded videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.